Reading for Mami for June 29th, 2013. Do not say accompany with, just accompany someone. I will accompany them. How do you do? It's a pleasure to meet you. Welcome to Tokai Elementary School. We've been looking forward to your visit. I've been working here for 6 years. I primarily teach Japanese to foreign students. I mostly teach Japanese to foreign students. Most of them are Brazilian. Since I started working here, I've noticed quite a few big problems. I hope that I can talk about some of these problems with you. In the past tense, you can say, we had a good talk. For example, how was your talk yesterday? Oh, we had a good talk. We had a very good conversation. We had a very good talk. Typical question for foreigners. What brought you to Japan? You don't need this question with them. So, what brought you to Japan? How was your flight? Is your hotel room okay? Is this your first visit to Japan? Is this your first visit to Nagoya? How do you like Japan so far? How do you like Nagoya so far? How are you finding Nagoya? How are you finding Japan? Is there anything you can't eat? Is there anything you'd rather not eat? Right. Let's see. How was your lunch? Do you plan to visit any other cities while you're here? While you are here, excuse me. Any more? Can you grab me red pen, please? Red. Do you plan to visit any other cities while you are here? There's a typo there. How long will you be staying? I'm not confident about my English ability. I hope you can understand my English. I don't often get to speak it. I don't often get to practice. I don't often get to use it. I don't often get to use English. I'm sorry, but could you speak more slowly? I'm sorry, but could you speak more slowly? Could you speak more slowly? Did you sleep well? A danchi is called an apartment complex. I think that a kind of segregation is taking place in this area, and I wanted to know if you were experiencing anything like that in your country. How much immigration do you have in your country? Do you know the immigration percentage? Do you know the figures? Do you know the figures? Numbers. Figures are numbers. Do you know the figures? Do you know the immigration percentage? What problems does immigration pose? What problems does immigration pose? What are you doing to resolve these problems? What are you doing to deal with these issues? Could you tell me about the curriculum in your cross-cultural classes? Despite having an extremely high number of foreign children in our student body, our teachers have no concept of cross-cultural education. Our teachers have no concept or our teachers have no concept about, both are okay. This means they have no idea. I'm now just starting to study cross-cultural education. When teaching English, we have to be careful that the material we use is not overly biased. Otherwise, we are not just teaching English, we are also teaching bias. They are very experienced. The impression that the teachers have of the students and parents is not good. Their friends don't see them as Brazilian. They don't want to stand out. They want to fit in. Fitting in is important. They don't speak Portuguese with their brothers and sisters. Don't say, let's make them surprise. Say, let's surprise them. I changed the order of the class schedule. He had no concrete ideas. All of the ideas were vague. I'm responsible for the school's announcements. One of our Japanese students in the school announcement committee made a questionnaire. And the questionnaire asked students what about their school they were proud of. And the questionnaire asked students what about their school they were proud of. And the kids answered that they were proud that they had foreign friends and that they hear foreign languages every day. The results of the questionnaire inspired my class. Can I freshen up your cup? I need to freshen up. Where can I freshen up? Do you need to freshen up? That's a good question when if they look tired. Would you like to freshen up? Would you like to freshen up?
Would you like to freshen up?
Sometimes when someone says something, they think, I think blah, 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 blah. You can answer, yes, we're speaking the same language. Or, we should blah, blah, blah. I think we should do. This is my suggestion. And you can answer, you're preaching to the choir. I completely agree. You don't need to convince me. I already agree with you. Shakka ni seppo. Okay. Could you explain citizen education in the UK? How do you implement citizen education in the UK? Do you think of yourself as a Brit or an Englishman, and how is that different? So what should I use, England or the UK? Thank you so much for visiting our school. It was a real pleasure talking to you. It was a real pleasure talking to you both. It was a real pleasure meeting you both. It was a great experience. It was very educational. I feel like my brain grew today. I feel like my brain grew today. I feel like my brain grew. I feel like my brain grew 3 sizes today. Okay, there you go.